There are 3 C's in life: chances, choices, and change. You must take a chance, make a choice, and change your life. Anonymous.
I believe that hope is that stubborn thing that persists, despite all evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits us, so long as we have the courage to keep reaching, to keep working, to keep fighting. President Barack Obama.
Good morning. My name is Robert Andrews, and this is the last chapel talk of our school year. This morning I'm grateful for the opportunity to talk to you, and hopefully to leave behind a message that will resonate with everyone as they head off into summer. Just briefly though, before beginning, on behalf of my form, I'd like to take a moment to thank our Dean, Ms. Keogh. Steadfast and fair, a constant presence in our lives, she has guided us since our first day at Westminster, and will continue to do so until graduation. A day she's probably been dreaming about for some weeks now, considering the sheer amount of unexcused absences we've accumulated. Throughout the highs and the lows, she's been there for us. For that, and so much else, we thank you, Ms. Keogh. In life's truly great experiences, we tend to remember the first and the last. A student's first year on campus will resonate in the mind with seemingly equal clarity to their final months as a sixth former. What can be lost in time, however, are the middle years, those carefree days in the fourth form, the stress-inducing, coffee-procuring, college process meltdown 9 months as a fifth former. Those middle years are what make or break us, for it is the journey, not just the start or finish line of any stage in life, that holds the most potent significance. What we create in those middle years will go on to define us. They are beautiful and powerful, equally inspiring and devastating. It was as a fourth former, for instance, when Manny decided he wanted a different outward appearance. Lita and Adrian started breaking records in the pool and on the field in the fourth form as well. Swanee, initially known for being a bit shy, broke out of his shell as a fifth former. It is now known for his outgoing and funny character. Chantal and Fred also took a chance during the fifth form. They left their friends on the hill and spent an entire school year abroad, in Italy and Spain respectively. My point is that a journey is made up in equal part. There are marquee, symbolic beginnings and ends, like our years in the third and sixth form. However, there is also a powerful, true middle, our fourth and fifth form years, where time seems to be lost in memory, but where action or inaction serve as a catalyst for success or failure. Briefly, I should point out that my growth as a student culminated not during those middle years, when perhaps it should have, but as a sixth former. Hopefully I can offer a perspective for those whose journeys have yet to be completed here, because mine didn't truly start until the very end. The third form was a turbulent year for me. Talk about a rough start. I will never live down, for example, my first day. I told my orientation group that I was a repeat. Not the smartest move considering my name tag had my birthday on it. When they asked me for an interesting fact about myself, I said that I had run with the Italian Bulls at the sprightly age of 9. It was only later when I learned that the Bulls one runs with are actually Spanish, not Italian. And then you have to be 18, so therefore not the age of a third grader to run. Soon after, that same night, I for some reason thought it would be a great idea to bring a ukulele to the line dance. Not only did I look like an idiot, but even to this day I have no idea how to play the ukulele. Later that year, I asked Gabby Brown to win her formal by offering her a plate of vegetables. I thought that was hilarious. So yeah, if you haven't gotten a clear image of me by now, just know I was that kid. There are many moments I'd like to forget, and it took me several months to realize I needed a wholesale change. But thankfully for my classmates, I wasn't yet set in my cringeworthy ways. I had a few dedicated friends who guided me towards the right path. My first year wasn't all bad. It actually ended up being a great experience. I lived on Alumni 2E with the Kendalls, and my corridor, which included Kenny, Alec, Chris, Manny, Jason, and Arthur, among others, was a blast. Life was simple. The fourth form, however, at least for me, was a dark and unpleasant time. Moving out of Alumni House was at first a welcome change of scenery, but I ended up missing the camaraderie which fostered there. My grade, which once had felt so tight-knit, nearly doubled in size, and I was unnerved at first. Also, I wasn't in the best state of mind. My parents were getting divorced, and the separation from my family affected me. I used their breakup as an excuse for the poor behavior I became known for. My grades were underwhelming. Not bad enough to concern my parents or the faculty, but certainly not stellar. Rarely did I leave the dorm after classes. I wasn't really involved in school life at all. Often, I was absent when others were lounging on the quad or socializing in the stud. I became a negative person, and worse, blamed Westminster for turning me into one. Fifth form year began in a similar fashion. My grades showed no improvement in the fall, despite the high expectations I had set that summer. My dorm, Memorial, had a core group of fifth formers, and we were all pretty close. But unfortunately, I had trouble balancing both the fun times with my friends and my schoolwork. I did better in the winter, and it seemed I was finally getting on the right track. But that spring, things would arrive once again. Mind you, it had been evident to my close friends and family for some time that something needed to change. But as was typical then, I didn't listen to their supplements. In essence, my time as a fourth and fifth former were stagnant years. I should have tested my comfort zone more and gotten to know different people outside of my immediate friend group. I didn't, and as Manny wisely put it during his chapel talk, buy into the community here. I didn't take advantage of it. Instead, I remained more or less the same person who had come as a third former, while in comparison, many of my peers were beginning to truly excel. Annie Hicks and Chris Hart, for example, were co-heading Black and Gold for our forum, shining both on tours and during panels. Anissa was in the midst of creating the Monrovian Football Academy. Ebru was learning how to organize both Global Forum and Model UN. Maddie Beloga was showing just how valuable a three-sport athlete she could be, excelling in field hockey, ice hockey, and softball. And Gary had found a knack for hosting live events, like Lip Sync Battle. Looking back now, I was certainly not aware that my life would soon change dramatically. As I mentioned earlier, what we create in those middle years will go on to define us. My inaction then served as an unfortunate but vital catalyst for my transformation as a sixth former. My time as a sixth former has all but come and gone now. It has, without a doubt, been the most important year of my life. As Mr. Pringle so aptly puts it, I started out at Westminster more or less a lost soul. For 3 years, I went through the motions of being a student with no clear direction or sense of purpose. Whether due to my bad start in the third form or simply my naivete, I found myself on a trajectory which I couldn't turn back. It culminated in the final mistake which took place early in the fall term, when I was suspended for 3 days in October. Sent home, I had time to think, spending hours in my dark bedroom, mulling over every bad decision I had chosen to make. Eventually, I understood two things, both scary facts, but true. One, that I wanted to be caught. As insane as that sounds, I needed people to recognize what I had done, some sort of validation for my behavior. Later, I came to an even more surprising realization. Being suspended was exactly what I needed. I was only sent home for 36 hours, but I benefited immensely from it. When I reflect, my behavior then seems so irrational. I shake my head when I think of the countless people who told me to value my time at Westminster, because it really is a special place. Because I took for granted so many things that almost slipped through my fingers. Constantly being surrounded by friends, or even spike ball on a lazy Sunday afternoon. Also that view beyond Pratt House in the Farmington Valley. Double early outs with a grilled cheese and iced coffee from Brookside. And stuffing Jackson Ring for every Avon Westie hockey clash. Even locker room quality time before and after practice. Breakfast at 7 with Mr. Barry, and especially the Chapel Bells at 12 and 5. These are but a few of the collective experiences which serve as the makeup of our school. Experiences that bind us together through the ebbs and flows of life. When I returned home, my dad and I talked. Surprisingly, not about the actions which had just gotten me suspended the day before, but about my future. He was understanding concerned. Not mad at me, but disappointed. And so is my family. He told me second chances really come more than once in a lifetime. And I was lucky to have been presented one. My father's words were hard to hear, but they served their purpose. I realized I didn't want to be perceived as someone who lost his way at boarding school. I needed to prove that I could change. My first 3 years at Westie didn't go as planned, but I had 7 more months. A final opportunity to reverse my poor decisions of the past in order to have the future I wanted. I hope what you hear in my story is that I learned the hard way that change does not have a deadline. It is not constricted by concrete beginnings and endings. It's never too late to change, so disregard how little time there may be left to do so. My suspension was difficult to overcome, but I relay my journey to you with comfort because I shouldn't be ashamed by any of it, only grateful for the change it's instituted in my life. Hopefully my journey proves just how valuable our time is at Westminster. However, any one of my fellow classmates can take my place on the stage today, because all of our journeys are powerful. They carry equal weight. So, I'll try now to pass on a few ideas that may be of worth. Ideas formed from the experiences of our journeys, from 2014 till now. To the third formers, I speak for many of us who are reminiscing when I say, remember this year. Remember it well, because beginnings are powerful, but they do not define who you are or the place that you are in. Know that Westminster's landscape is constantly changing and growing, just like you. Life will present roadblocks and challenges seemingly impossible to overcome. My only advice is to meet them head on, with the assurance that you are here for a reason, that Mr. DeVoe wouldn't have asked you to join us if he thought otherwise. Second, to the fourth and fifth formers. This is a defining period in your lives, this time you're in, so don't discount the opportunity you've been handed. Those middle years I mentioned earlier are either upon you now or just wrapping up. But remember, all those Saturday classes and late nights in the library or early mornings in the gym produce tangible results. If you are truly working to achieve something great, or even just fighting to stay afloat, know that your sacrifice will be met in time with the reward you have reaped. Finally, to my classmates, seemingly in just a blink of an eye, our time is up. Goodbyes can be hard, and the future is always daunting, but the experiences we have collected will guide us through any stage in life, both the fond memories and wonderful successes, and the tough moments, painful realities. Many of us will be leaving here forever, but our legacy will stand the test of time. Immortalize the moment we signed our names in that book on the first day of school, in this very chapel. Together, we embarked on a journey. Whether you started as a third former or as a KG, our time here truly has been special. In closing, I'll simply say this. Westminster has something of a magical pull. Decades on, it will still be atop this hill, molding society's future just like it has molded us. We love this school for what it is, a place where the people care more, give more, and learn more. I love Westminster too, and I cannot thank it enough for what it has given me. Thank you.
Now, Adrian and I invite the sixth form up here with us as we sing the recessional for the last time with all of you.